Are we streaming? We doing that thing where we streaming? Mic's on? Audio's on? Okay. So I'm sure most of you have seen. Well, here I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of time to get in here. Um, if you're watching this back and you're wondering why I'm doing all this, because I'm pretty sure I put it in the thumbnail. I'm just doing this for dramatic effect at this point. Just let me have this. Just let me do this, okay? Don't you? I'm gonna do what I want. Okay. So, all right. So the reason why I'm doing this, I know the camera zoomed in on my dome piece. I'm doing this all intentionally. So as you guys probably could see in the thumbnail, I made a purchase. I done a thing. And there's no taking this back, right? This I committed. I paid like $30 for this. We're here. So let's just get into it. I'm not even gonna do like a big drum roll, like a big announcement. Oh, here they are. Let's just put these on. Slap these bad boys on. I'm a little bit late to the party to get one of these, but we're here. The point is that I did it. That's the point is that I did it, and we're here. And let's just embrace it. Now, I was gonna get a medallion too, but I couldn't find one on Amazon, so I didn't buy one. But I got the shirt. And really, you know, we had this whole thing with Chris, like, trying to repair the shirt. This was only like $34. Okay, this wasn't like crazy. It's expensive for a shirt. Let me say that. It is very expensive for a shirt. But it is not expensive to a point where I'm like, he needed to rebuild the original shirt. But yes, I am Simon Shogun. Welcome back to Christian A Comprehensive History. We're watching part 61. Because we watched 60 last time. I think I put 60 in the title, but I meant to put 61 to 63. So we're watching 3 parts. It's a nice day outside. I like to enjoy it. I don't really have the time to do 5 whole parts today, but we're gonna do 3 parts. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna wear this every single part, or you know, I might take off the glasses because the glare is crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna do this like every single part or like every other part. We still have the pickle suit. The pickle suit we might rotate in there, switch around, have things going on. But let's just get into it. Let's get into it. We're here. We're ready. It's a nice, good old Friday. It is Friday. My days are all messed up. Friday morning or Friday afternoon. So let's just go. Let's just do it. Frick it. Do I have the right screen up? Am I... There we go. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's go. This is by General Samuel 2.1, or now known as Christian A Comprehensive History. So let's just watch. Oh yeah, if you hear the tap, I said this in the last video I uploaded, but if you hear the tap, it's the bird. We're gonna name him Benji. He's gonna be tapping on the window every now and then. Don't know what to do about it. He doesn't tap on Dave's window. It's right next to mine. He only taps on my window. So maybe I'm a druid and he's low-key just loving the vibe.
What made her this way?
What made me this way? That's the question you should be asking yourselves.
What is the attraction?
What made me like this, guys?
What keeps us fascinated?
Put me on the downward spiral. I'm wearing a Christian shirt
is the story
on a Friday.
Of Christian.
Could be doing anything else. This is what I've done. Family's so proud of me. Oh look, wait. Do I look like him? Every day, I stray further and further from my potential. Part 61, allegedly.
By late February 2018, the idea guy, Joshua Wise, was firmly molding Christine's thoughts and creative ideas, unbeknownst to members of the QB Farms or other outsiders.
Before we really get into this, I just want to say that this is like really comfortable. Like, this shirt is absurdly comfortable. Like when I tried it on when I first got it yesterday, it was very, very relaxed. I almost didn't want to take it off. This might be my new like Venom symbiote.
Wise was by this point accompanied by 3 other people, one of whom was Stephen Boyd, who also roleplayed as fictitious characters with Chris, including one Gwen Mikoto, who allegedly lived in Kentucky, passing off his own family's address as Gwen's. The 2 other parties were involved to a lesser extent.
Imagine being this guy's parents, and he's giving out like your home address where you lived, you worked for, you know, you built this home, and this guy's using it for like a local meetup spot. It's like, god damn it, fuck, what did I do wrong?
And the identities of whom were never revealed nor fully uncovered. The Idea Guys primarily communicated with Chris through a closed communal chatting space on the instant messaging platform
It's always Discord. It's
Here,
always
they
Discord.
frequently convinced Chris to make social media posts of their request, influenced storylines of her comics, and asked for money. Both Wise and Boyd received new PlayStation Vita game consoles from her, in addition to numerous games and downloadable content.
Oh wow.
On March 3rd, Chris purchased a GameCube Game Boy player for $80, which would allow gamers to play Nintendo Game Boy cartridges on the Nintendo GameCube. In addition, she bought 2 GameCube games. These purchases were directly sent to Stephen Boyd, under the pretense that they were to be received by his fake persona, Gwen.
So, okay, I have to talk about this just because, like, this is a second day, like, not second day, but this is a second video where people are, like, pretending to be women and getting locale to send them free stuff. And I made a joke. I made a joke in the last video. I was like, oh, you know, I could text like a girl. I'm starting to stop joking about that. I'm starting to be a little bit more serious about that. Okay, you got like 2 GameCube games. That was like what the equivalent to getting like an Xbox game back then. I can use an Xbox game. I can use some Steam games. Huh? I could be like, you know, Simir Shogun's my brother who lets me play on his account, but I don't have no games that are mine. So buy games on that account so I can play it. Look, it could work. Yo, it could work. It could work. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it. I'm just saying that I might do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
Mikoto. On March 9th, the Idea Guys encouraged Christine to film a new house tour video for their amusement, which was shared with them privately.
Hello.
These are always the freaky ones
on
when
the
it's shared
internet.
privately.
This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again, and today, giving y'all an update. We're gonna take a tour of the house as it currently is. Boxes of the VHS tapes from Mr. C's collection and some of mine, and there's the PlayStation monitor, and look, I found the C64
God
monitor today.
damn! Oh my goodness, that's that shit Loki was using in the show Loki. That is crazy. This was when? This was, oh god, don't look at my Hasbro Hotel music. Stop looking at my Hasbro Hotel music. This was 2018. God, yeah, that's a relic.
Yep, there's my little high school. There's my
I remember that.
house. There's another house. There's Simpson house. There's Spooky house, and
You guys remember how like the Lego movie was like, oh, you know, we're Legos and you know, this guy built us in his basement. What do you think the Legos in Chris's house is like? Do you think like they're like different? Do you think it's like the projects for their Legos? Like they're like, oh shit, man. Fuck. The Mystery Machine's parked outside again. You know what that means. They're gonna do something freaky to us.
other Legos. I just kind of lost track along the way, and yada yada yada. There's my desk. There's all my Sonic and Roshu figure prototype figures, along with Sonic and Mewtwo there, just because for now. And standard to draw nowadays. There's my back up a bit. There's my easel and canvas. Just see some things up there. I draw on the board on the clipboard on the top. I'm used to
I mean, this is
Used to
pretty normal now.
clutter
There's no
type
like,
things.
there's no baby batter in the fridge,
Pipe
as far as we know.
is,
Yet to be seen.
Laundry room with it's mostly blocked. Okay, hard to get to the back door, but we'll eventually clear it out.
Close that back door, Chris.
Filing
Close that back
cabinets.
door.
Washer and dryer, right there. And there's my bedroom, just there's bed. Okay. And dumbbells, because I do 50 reps a day. And I
Damn.
got my ankle and wrist weights up there, along with my waist cincher that sweats it out from the belly. There's there's my transgender flag.
I was about to say
There's my-
lesbian. I don't think that's the lesbian one. I didn't know lesbians had a flag. I feel like I asked this before, but do straight people have a flag? Do we have a flag, though? The straight flag. Oh yeah, I might have looked this one up before. This flag looks absolutely ridiculous. Yo, what are we doing? This is why they don't let us into none of their events, y'all. This is exactly why. This shit right here. We pull up with this prison stripe ass flag. No wonder no one is a part of this shit. Oh my god. Look, they got all these nice vibrant colors. We got black and white. Look at this. Would you trust anyone that came repping this flag? Now this is just the porn flag. This is just Pornhub. What the hell? Why? Yo, we need to do better. We need some better colors. How about we take like, how about blue and yellow? Is blue and yellow like the main ones on anyone else's? I mean, I know some of these other ones got like blue in them and yellow in them, but I feel like that shouldn't matter, unless it does. Oh shoot. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out, y'all. We're gonna host a meeting and then we're gonna figure that out.
Lesbian pride flag. This is my alarm clock. This wakes me up about 6 a.m. It was my previous phone. Going upstairs, I don't want to talk much because my mother is up there. I don't want her to get suspicious, but it's pretty much where my mother
Ooh, a little
is,
incognito
and
mission.
our
We don't know.
dogs. Sometimes our cats.
She's not supposed to know about
And
this.
she's got mostly boxes of her clothes up there. So I'll just go with that, and I'll just look.
Resident Evil ass house. Oh my god. But I see her. I see her. She sleep with YouTube on.
This
I
would
do the
be the
same.
guest room if it didn't store a bunch of our stuff in here. Yeah, it was our craft room. There's a hutch in front of that door, which you just saw from the other side. There's a picture there. Other things. There's a photograph of my mother from many, many years ago. And kind of last, what was my bedroom and all its love and glory is now more boxes. Just,
Like, it gets to a point where I'm like, when you have 3 bedrooms that are completely just cluttered to all hell, do you just not like, do you not think to yourself, maybe it's time to get rid of them? You know, like 3 bedrooms, 3 complete bedrooms just dedicated to boxes. Yeah, I get like 1 dedicated box room, but 3? I feel like 2 would be absurd. How many rooms do you have to be able to afford having like -3 rooms?
half this room is occupied by my mother's boxes. Look, clothes. Closets full of more clutter things.
Playing
I'd
goddamn
like to be
FNAF
able
in this
to-
house.
Sort of them. Just helps me to. So much clutter. So pretty much ending in what was my bedroom. That's pretty much it for the inside the house tour as it is today. So yep.
Yep.
Thank you very much and have a good day. Where is that button?
On March 14th, Chris made a YouTube video informing her followers that she was selling a collection of comic books on eBay that
You know what? Before we get into that, I just thought about something, so I'm gonna yap about it real quick. So the pickle suit, right? I bought the Piglet suit like years ago, and it has been useful outside of just watching Chris John. I think Jersey wore it for Halloween, and I did it for some other things, but I truly do feel like this shirt cannot be worn once we're done with this. I truly, like, in my heart of hearts, I was just thinking about it right now. If I go outside wearing this shirt, and anyone just at least looks at it like, that's a shirt for Chris John, gotta burn it. Gotta burn it, move states, change the name. Because it gets to a point to where it's like, I can't really do this outside of my house. I cannot be seen with this outside of my house. I refuse. My social credit will go down the drain. I'll be in social debt. And I just can't have that. I can't. That's putting too much stake on my claim. I can't do all that, guys. So who knows? Maybe I'll frame this. Maybe I'll put in like a time capsule and like bury it, or maybe shoot it into space so aliens will find it one day. Who knows? I'll figure that out once we get closer to the end of it. I just want to put that in motion and let everyone know that this won't be a thing I keep forever.
Were previously in the ownership of her half-brother, Cole Smithy. In the video description, she claimed that half of the proceeds would go to Smithy.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again, and today I offer you a very special offering. Not just a whole bunch of comic books, look at all of them. Very, very old and lovely comic books with some age to them, but they're all in quite good condition. And there's more over here in this box. And, believe it or not, these books were all by none other than, and with official confirmation too, because it was also in the box, which I dug out of the workshop recently, Mr. Cole Smithy himself. Yeah? But right now, also, I'm gonna hand this over to my mother. Now,
Barbara moment.
and Weston Chandler, do you personally recognize all these comic books in front of you?
Yes, I do.
And do you attest that they each belonged to at one point to your son, Joseph Cole Smithy?
Yes.
And not only that, but with each book, you're gonna get a signature from this lovely old mama of ours.
I'm sorry. And I don't want to sound mean when I say this. I truly do not. But who wants her autograph? You know what I mean? Like, who's buying these comics? And like, you know what would go great with this? With this edition of Secret Wars? A signature from Barbara Weston Chandler. That's what I need. That's what's gonna finish this whole collection, guys. That's gonna be the fucking icing on the cake. I need a signature from Barbara Chandler. That maybe if it was Robert Chandler, I'd be like, okay, maybe. But Barbara has no feet. She has no feet. She's neighborhood level at best.
And a certificate of authenticity that backs it up, definitely, and so furtherly. Each of these books belong to Mr. Joe Cole Smithy himself. These will be going on eBay, each with their own individual listing.
So why is the thing I don't get is why is Chris using Cole's name? Like, it's like, oh my god, it belonged to Cole Smithy. Everyone's gonna want this now. Like, I know he's doing good for himself, but like, is it that good? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is that good. I guess I have to see.
From everybody else, you have my official guarantee. You also have my mother's official guarantee.
Yes.
Alright, thank you all very much for your consideration and helping us with the household and the bills and everything. Y'all have a great, safe day.
Chris then listed the comics on eBay
40,
at $30 to
30.
$40 each.
Hold on, because now I think you got me a little like you got me fricked up. You got me fricked up, guys. $30 for the comic book itself, but $68.30 for shipping. That is a $98 comic book. Now I don't know comic book prices off the top of my head. I don't know like how rare this book is in particular, like how treasured this book is, but I don't think it's this wanted or this warranted.
Over Twitter, Christine elaborated that Cole Smithy had closed himself off from her and their mother, so Chris had many good rights to sell his possessions, since he was an asshole to them. She added that she did not contact Cole before selling the comics, as he had left them behind, implying he did not want to keep them. On March 15th,
fair, I
Chris
guess.
listed 17
don't really care
PlayStation 2
about that
games
part.
for sale on the Facebook Marketplace for $200. The next day, she went to the game streaming platform Twitch to stream herself playing the racing game Burnout Paradise Remastered.
That helmet too big for your head. Smash it, smash it!
You know, again, I talked about this in the last video I uploaded, but I hate when people do like when grown adults do that baby talk thing. And I'm starting to think that I got that because Chris does it. I'm now starting to think that that's where it came from, because I do not remember any other circumstance where I heard people really talk like that outside like very few and far between circumstances. But Chris does it all the time, and I think that's where I really started to get that disdain.
Smash it, smash it, smash it! Oh, you didn't get me that time. Slow down just in time. Just in time. Step in time, step in time, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. You're not gonna find. Wait. Whee! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm not gonna miss this one, Mo.
She played
It's just like, it's just fucking, it's rain, it's just noise, it's just constant noise, that's all it is. It's just bips and boops and bops and beeps just all up in my ear, and it's like, oh my god. It's gonna drive me crazy, guys. It's gonna drive me actually insane. They're gonna put me in a padded room, and God forbid if there's rats, because those rats will drive me crazy.
for around 1 hour, and the stream chat remained fairly active, though she failed to respond to comments. On March 17th, Christine posted a photo of her Christine doll,
It's all good, Elmo. There's no thing as being late.
accompanied by
You
her
get here when you
custom
get here.
amiibos depicting Sonichu and Rosechu, celebrating 18 years since their inception. It was possibly around this time that Chris got banned from the End Games card game store. The managers of the establishment had known of her online reputation since they frequently received bothersome phone calls from low-effort trolls, or weens. However, she had maintained a generally acceptable demeanor in the store until she vandalized a sign promoting an upcoming Pokemon card game tournament by sticking on an image of Sonichu. The owners later replaced the sign, and Chris found the old one in the store's dumpster, along with her picture of Sonichu. She then confronted the manager in an angry public display of disapproval, and the manager argued that Sonichu was not a Pokemon and should not have been on the sign.
Like, oh my god. It hurts. I ain't gonna lie, it hurts seeing them in the same shirt as me. It hurts. When I see it, it's like, okay, a little too much. I forgot what I was about to say. Why even do that? That's basically it took me so far out of it. I don't even remember my whole spiel.
After this altercation, Chris was banned from
Hold on. I don't have a white dress on, so sorry I'm not accurate enough, but am I rocking it? Do I got it on? I'm imagining you guys are all like saying yes at the same time, like unanimously. So thank you guys. Thank you.
re-entry. By March 19th, the Idea Guys had convinced Christine of the existence of a new Rosechu character by masquerading as her through online chats over Discord. Her name was Crizzle Rosechu, and she and Chris quickly developed a romantic bond for each other. This was part of their
course.
scheme to trick Chris into believing that she was a pedophile, since Crizzle said
Wow. Yes, the Chris Sean fit. Yes, I am. I've fallen so far, but oh, wow, that was a statement. That was an actual statement. Convinced that you are a pedophile.
she was 15 years old. 3 days later, Christine listed her old portable gaming gadget, the Pokewalker, for sale on eBay, priced at $100.
That's
It had been
crazy.
painted to appear like an Eschew ball from her Sonichu comic series. It was sold within a day. On March 23rd, Chris entered the Fashion Square Mall in Charlottesville, Virginia, from which she had been banned. Soon after, she was charged with trespassing after forbidden and was placed on the therapeutic docket, a program offering routine meetings with courthouse staff and mandatory therapy sessions for those with severe or persistent mental illness as an alternative to jail time. On the 26th,
We're
Chris
talking
announced
jail time
on Twitter
again.
that her sweetheart search was finally over, punctuating her statement with 3 colored heart emojis.
Now, before we go on to this, it's gonna be a guy, right? It's gonna be a guy in a woman suit, right? It's gonna be a Medea situation, because I just don't think that we're going to get to a point where it's real, unless it is. You know, if it is and it's real and it's genuine, as long as it's legal, I'll be happy for them. But I've been burnt before. I've been hurt too many times.
When asked by Twitter user Tings, she clarified that it was a relationship with 2 others to whom she was close in real life.
Oh,
In truth, the Idea Guys made her believe that she was in a polyamorous marriage with Krizzle Rosechew and Magichan Sonichu. Magichan's inclusion in the marriage was part of their ploy to convince Chris that she was bisexual. On March 27th, QB Farms user Da Big Straw, who had purchased one of Cole Smithy's old
And it's
comic
that one.
books,
It's the one I
received
pointed
their
out.
purchase. They admitted that the comic did not deserve the price and was sent out over a week late. But their main item of interest was the certificate of authenticity that was allegedly signed by Christine and her mother, Barbara. Da Big Straw argued that Chris had forged Barbara's signature since they both looked strongly alike. They sent a complaint to Chris over eBay. She quickly replied, stating that she would be filming a video showing both herself and her mother signing their names. The video was uploaded on March 28th.
Hey, Mom. Yeah. Trouble you for a minute?
I'll be there in a minute.
You'll be there in a bit.
That's 2
I have the
minutes,
camera
guys.
running right now. We talked about the signature.
Chris, open that fridge. What's in that freezer?
So everybody right here, this is my mom, Barbara. And what we're doing today is...
I swear, Chris never does
apparently
Barbara
there's
service
a
when he
complaint
put her on
from Miss
camera.
Roberts on the overhead light
The
here.
lighting is always crazy when she gets on
Mustard.
camera. It's a shame.
Light. Light.
Why does he have the camera so close to her face like that? What? Why would you have the camera so close? Just put the camera down. Like, you don't have to be recording right now. You can stop the recording and restart. You know how cameras work, Chris. I'm sure.
Light's not turning on that one.
You've been doing this for like decades.
There's my mom, Barbara Ann, and I'm giving her my pen. You see? And she's signing her name and dating today's date.
The bird's back.
What's the day? I didn't check. Yeah, I believe today is the...
28.
Yeah, there you go. It's 20th. So go ahead. Oh, Alright, so yeah, you just wrote that, and it's... Alright, and now I'll sign it. We're doing this today because... somebody complained about my mother's...
So
signature.
I'm a little frazzled here. I'm a little confused. Why is there a signature authenticity for a comic book? And why is Chris the one signing it? Like, I don't know too much about like authenticity signing and all that, but I assume it's when it's like something that's either rare or something that's like, you know, I guess a signature, and then that, well, I guess that would be something rare. And then it's supposed to be signed by the person who made the signature or like some kind of corporation or something like that. But if it's just Chris, like, I don't know. I feel like if I bought an air fryer, right, and then shipped it to like, let's say, Elmo. We're gonna say Elmo. I ship it to Elmo, and I make a signature authenticity. It doesn't matter, right? It's a nothing burger. I'm a little lost on the point of this whole interaction.
Should not
The
be
bird kind of threw me off.
legitimate compared to mine. So there's my mother's signature. She just signed it, and here's my signature.
I wish I paid attention to how to write
Clipboard's
cursive.
transparent, but yes, y'all
I
all can
wish.
see there's mine and my mother's. There's differences, so that's what our signatures look like respectively. Okay, and mommy, well, hello.
Mommy.
Hello.
See, here she is. Okay, All right, thank you, dear.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully y'all take that for a good lesson, and talk to y'all next time.
On the final day of March, Chris received the results of her genetic makeup after being encouraged to take the test from genealogy
British.
testing site 23andMe.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Europeans cooked. British and Irish people cooked. French, you get away this time. I'm not. If it was a full 30, I'd be like, okay, you guys are also to blame. But I'll give you guys a pass.
By the Idea Guys. She discovered that she had trace amounts of Jewish ancestry and so deeply apologized over Twitter for the hurtful comments she had made at Jewish people.
Wait. So the only reason you're apologizing is because now you are included? Oh my god. It wasn't like, looking back, I probably was just going too crazy with it. No. I realized we're the same. I'm sorry. And you know what, Day? I hope you're still watching because I heard that. I heard that through the wall. I heard him just scream, Jew, Jew, Jew. I hope the mic picked that up, but these are some pretty thin walls.
Including owner of the game place, Michael Snyder. She later updated her followers that she also had some African ancestry. In addition, the test showed that contrary to her claims, she had no trace of Native American DNA.
Ooh.
She soon after made a YouTube video.
Yo, imagine if I took a DNA test and I came back 0% like African or Jamaican. Like I was like neither. You know what? I might do a DNA test. I don't know how long it takes to get them back, but I might look it up. How much do they normally cost?
Video updating her fans with this development.
And apparently, about 100% European. But also, in my...
Did you guys know that 23andMe, the basic pack, is 100 doll hairs? And then they got another one that's 200, and then just fucking threw it at the wall and said 500. Oh my goodness. What does this do? So the first one is explore the unique story written in your DNA from your global ancestry breakdown out of 4,500 regions to the relatives you share your genetic legacy. And then the second one is membership fueled by discovery, sharpened by time, provides 100 plus genetic insight. That sounds like a bunch of gabagool. I'll be honest with y'all. That sounds like a bunch of BS. Yeah, I don't know if I'm about to pay 100 just to know who my great grandpappies are. That seems like a lot.
Paternal haplogroup, which that comes from my father.
Well, Chris, what are you doing paying $100 for
Apparently,
this?
There was some black in him, so I'm black too.
I take responsibility for what Chris Chan has done. Now knowing that Chris is black, I'd like to apologize. I didn't know. I had no clue. So wait, is Chris gonna apologize for all the racist stuff they said? Now you're black too. Are you gonna double down because you're black? You're like, oh man, I hate these, and then drop some slurs. I'm not gonna say the slurs, but they're gonna drop them.
I'm less than
Howdy.
0.1% Ashkenazi, Jewish, and 0.2% broadly European. So, black and Jewish behind this person.
Is 1% even enough? Like what percent? Okay, I got a question for you guys. A question for everyone here in the chat and for anyone watching. What percent of genetic makeup would you be satisfied with to then claim that part of your genetic history? You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like what, Scandinavian? If you found out you were like 45% Scandinavian, would you then be like, yeah, I'm a Viking for real? Like you start getting like that Nordic stuff, or would you be like, I need like a cool 60? I personally feel like anything over 30, I'm claiming. Anything over 30, I'm claiming. And if I really do care about it, if it's 15, well, if it's 15%, then I'm going to. I've been notified from my last video that I make claims that can be very badly taken out of context. So I gotta make sure I preface what I'm talking about so I don't get clipped to hell. But I think 30% is a good amount. Like if I found out I was like 30% Japanese, you will catch me in a kimono next episode. I will be taking up Japanese classes on Rosetta Stone. But if it's like 15 or like 14, I would be like, never mind. I might bring it up in like a random conversation, but I'll never actually be like, yeah, that's me. That's me for real.
Listen, this individual right here, I'm black and Jewish, next a little bit.
Black and sipping.
On the high note of that, I'm definitely taking the first preposition to address. I personally wish to extend my apologies, my most sincere apologies to every single Jewish individual in this world and everywhere else.
Apologize to black people.
Saying all the hurtful things I had said
Throw us a
in
bone.
the past over the years. And also, I extend the same apologies to the black people. I never really had any offense against black people, mind you.
That is absurd. I have a clip somewhere. I don't know. It's on my PC somewhere. It's that clip where I was wearing the pickle suit and Chris was like, you pickle suited, and then dropped the hard N with the hard ER. I remember. I ain't forget.
I'm a fan of Michael Jackson. I'm a fan of Louis Armstrong. I was a fan of Red Fox. I was a fan of the
That's
guy who
crazy.
played George Sanford.
You guys don't get it. I'm a huge fan of Samuel L. Jackson. I can't be racist. You don't get it. I'm Keith Davidson's like #1 fan, guys. I couldn't be racist.
George Jefferson. I like black people. All right. And I didn't
This is
really
a
have
hard
anything against
defense.
Jewish except for that one time where I said that thing hastily to Michael Snyder. If you're listening to this,
Don't think he is.
I
I'll keep it real.
apologize to you
Keep
as
it 100.
well
I don't
for
think
that
he is.
hurtful insult. So, and I'd like to go ahead and state and emphasize right now that I recognize myself. I appreciate my Jewish heritage, and
1%, by
I
the way.
respect all Jewish
Like,
people from now
1%.
on and everywhere else, and I encourage everybody to do the same. Everybody else to do the same. But I reserve my right to not celebrate Jewish holidays. I may, if I'm invited, then I'll celebrate with all of you, but that's not going to be my typical thing. So with that, everybody, be appreciative, be open, be kind, be supportive. I'm still a trans woman. Okay? All right.
I don't think the DNA test told you that part. I think
On
that's
April
kind
5th,
of outside.
Chris-
Explains his powers, I guess. That's actually that's so silly.
Christine listed more of Cole Smithy's old comics and other childhood items for sale on eBay. She displayed the listings in a YouTube video uploaded the same day.
We definitely have one-of-a-kind, unique items here. They're gonna be a great buy, a great investment, and they'll each come with a certificate of authenticity.
Authenticity.
Individually marked from me and our mother, Barbara Chandler.
Our?
With our names on them.
She my
And
mama
that's
too?
personally verified. And some of these actually have Cole's signature on them. He has a whole bunch of Kiss stuff. You just take a look in here and you see there's some good Kiss memorabilia. Oh, and also a comic book I missed. It's super special.
That might actually be worth like quite a bit, I'd imagine. I just want to say I'm sorry that that happened to all of us. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was not expecting that at all. That was spooky. I mean, I think about it. I thought it was over for him when he got arrested. You know, you would think, you think being arrested would be the end game. You think that would be like the end of it, but somehow people still come back from that. I don't get it. Why do I hear screaming? What the hell? What's going on? Chris is low-key making a bag over the brother stuff. Do we have to stay on topic here? Honestly, no, we do not. It's like I know people will come at me for yapping too much, but you know, we yap. We're yappers. We're gonna yap our way through it. The Sanchu necklace was promised 300 parts ago. That is crazy. that is insane. You know, I wish I got a medallion. I'm starting to. I might make him some. I think Devon told me to make a medallion out of paper, and I was like, I'm not doing that. That's too much work. But I'm starting to regret it. I'm starting to wish I did it.
All the pages in there and everything. Just he drew a bunch of mazes. There's his initials right there. You could definitely compare that to previous thing. And he was
Like selling
more
completed
full
crossword puzzles is crazy,
Yeah.
or like completed
rabbits. Or he
mazes.
just
Chuck Norris passed away. Wait, when did? Am I late? Oh, he passed away. Oh, he passed away. Yesterday. Passed away yesterday. That's crazy. Rest in peace. Damn. Passed away in Hawaii though. I mean, that's kind of like a fire place to go. I mean, if I had to die anywhere, I mean, Hawaii's pretty chill, I'd imagine. But hopefully he's up there giving God the ones, running the ones with God, in the holy battlefield. You know, maybe I should have done the Chuck Norris cosplay. Maybe I should have dressed up as Chuck Norris today. Missed off.
this and that's another maze. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for now. Okay, thank you.
The folder containing Kiss memorabilia was quickly sold for $150.
Made public. Okay. Damn, do we
On
know how he
April
died?
6th, Chris posted a
Was it
new
just like
drawing
old age?
in which she, in her Quickfill human form and her Sonichu form, apologizes to all women of a smaller breast size.
We're just getting
Ladies
everyone an
and
apology
gentlemen,
now.
I'm taking a moment to offer my respect and kindness to all women who are and remain flat-chested. The true beauty and essence of any individual woman is on the inside from their personalities, respectively, mind, heart, and soul. Breast size never makes a woman who they are. So I, Christine Weston Chandler, salute and acknowledge the
What class do you think Chris would play in D&D? Maybe a druid. I think a druid just because of like being able to turn into an animal. But I can see Chris wanting to play a cleric, but being really bad at it. You know, like wanting to be like a healer and be like, you know, kind of like almost like a divine being of health and healing, but not being a good healer. I can see like both of those two. I can't imagine like a fighter or a monk, because those are what I play, and I don't want to imagine Chris playing those. He was in the hospital the day before. Oh, so this was like, oof. Well, you know, my condolences to the family. You know, it can't be easy. How old? I should have looked up how old he was. I think it said 89. '86. I mean, that's a pretty good age. That's full life. I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to be like that.
flat-chested women. Y'all
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We need to apologize to all the flat-chested men out there. That's who we need to apologize to, Chris. We can't just apologize to the flat-chested women and forget the men. There's men with boobs, men's with A cups, B cups, C cups, Z cups even, and we're just completely forgetting about the flat-chested men. You know, so if you're a man out there and you're flat-chested, I mean, I don't know why I'm apologizing. I didn't really do nothing. You know, I always stood with y'all, but you know, I think others should apologize. I'm putting apologies out for everyone else. You think Chris will survive to 86? I would be surprised if Chris got to 50. How old is Chris right now? Chris is like 30s, 40s? 44. Okay. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty close to 50. I'm gonna say I don't want to. I see. I hate when I try to guess someone's like how long they'll live, and then like it's like a few years from now, because it's like it makes me feel like I'm kind of saying like they should die soon, but I think like 50, 56. I'm placing on 56, either 56 or like the 53s, because I mean, I don't see Chris as the type of person that goes to the doctor regularly. I mean, I don't go to the doctor regularly either, so I might just be predicting my own life. But Chris doesn't really eat healthy. I don't imagine. I imagine it's all fast food. Like little to no like actual home cooking. I don't know. Yeah, 40. What was it? 40. Yeah, 44. I mean, me and Chris are the same height. God damn, I gotta start living better, yo. I gotta start living better. I gotta eat healthier. Oh, next time if I ever go on stream and y'all see me eating like chips or gummy candy or like anything unhealthy, legitimately like tell me to stop. Just tell me to stop. Call me a fat ass, call me anything you need to get me to stop. I need to beat Chris in life. I cannot die before Chris dies. If I do, I'll be very disappointed. Actually, if I die before Chris dies, unless it's like through some like Machiavellian supervillain scheme, spit on my grave. You have everyone here has anyone that sees this clip has complete and utter privilege to just spit on my grave. If I die tomorrow, I want everyone at my grave tomorrow. And my family's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" Just like he told me to. He told me specifically to. Everyone say that, and I'm sure they'll believe it. I'm sure they'll be like, okay, well, I'm sure he had a good reason to. I'm sure that this was like a part of his plan. He was 39 when he got arrested. That was like 3 years ago. Damn. There's a high chance Chris might live to be older because his mom is in the 80s and his dad died. Oh, that's true. Damn it. God, I didn't even take that into account. Oh, you think he's gonna get that that inherited Zenkai boost? Maybe probably has something to do with that Sancho medallion power. Take the medallion and he's gonna just wither away. He's just gonna wither. He just age rapidly. Turn to dust immediately. I seen some of the photos on the Chris Chan sightings in the Walmart. It looked like he was buying tofu. Eating it healthier than me. Chris Chan is eating healthier. Oh my. Yeah. Can't have this. You cannot have this. This is. I'm far behind, man. I had a bag of Takis for dinner last night. We are eating oranges. We are munching down on some mangoes, strawberries, blueberries, anything healthy from now on. No more. While Chuck was fighting for his life, life surrendered. Imagine if Chuck Norris was actually like fighting death to a standstill all this time. Like Chuck Norris was like fighting off the Grim Reaper every day, and the Grim was like, "God damn, he can't keep doing this." And he had to call for backup, divine intervention. I was planning on doing that even if you didn't tell us to. You know what? Fair enough. You know, Elmo does that. Honestly, he pops up out of nowhere. Not even like online. Like he just shows up at my house when I'm eating anything unhealthy, and he just pops through my window. He's like, "You fat pig." And at first, I didn't like it, but it keeps me on track. It keeps me on the straight and narrow. So I appreciate it, Elmo. Thank you.
Y'all are prideful. Y'all are good people. Thank you. On April 8th, Christine engaged in a lengthy conversation over Discord with the Idea Guys. Joshua Wise mainly portrayed Finn, an evil character from the Japanese anime series Symphogear, and Stephen Boyd played Gwen Mikoto. After making Chris believe that she was a pedophile, they demanded that she pay them 20.
Let's see this. We're not cheap, ooh. I created you all as I stepped towards human evolution, and all I got were autistic rats that can't stop humping their broken penises. What? You and your species should have stayed buried in a cave. We aren't staying down, and now I shall return you all to the ashes you were born from. Is this like roleplay to them? Is this like LARPing? Like this is like how like what are these time frames? This better be 6 a.m. or this better be 6 p.m. This better not be 6 a.m. You better not be doing it at 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, wait, maybe it's like 57. I don't know what that would mean, but it looks like there's another number here.
$50,000, or else they expose her pedophilic thoughts to the public. When she objected to their demands and harsh words, Wise as Finn posted an image of Kadingir, a super weapon from Symphogear, claiming that if Chris did not do as she was told, the weapon would fire at the moon, destroying it, with the potential of hurling debris at Quickville. Chris belittled.
I think everyone in this situation just has something wrong. Like whether it's boredom, whether it's delusion. You know, I miss the old days when the trolls were very upfront and was just like, I'm just a girl. Haha, tee. Now it's like, I'm actually a Machiavellian supervillain, and I will blow up the moon unless you pay me $5. Yeah? You're gonna do that? Go ahead, wise guy. Blow up the moon. You think, dude? Yeah, I did see that. I saw that and I was gonna say something about it, but I was like, that, it speaks for itself. It's such a loud statement, it speaks for itself. And wow, you really are a perverted man.
Fiend's weapon, writing that she could fit it inside her urethra with room to spare. Fiend called her bluff and fired at the moon. As Wise described a moon chunk falling towards Quickville, Magi-chan, also played by Wise, showed up in the chat and demanded that Chris do something to help instead of crying in a corner and humping a plush doll of My Little Pony character, Twilight Sparkle. Chris denied these accusations and stated that she was instead protecting her city and nation with all of her soul. She yelled that she still had hope that they would survive. Boyd as Gwen appeared to brand her a liar because she allegedly lied about being a pedophile for years and claimed to have found child pornography on Chris's computer. She then accused Chris of lying about
You had the gal to threaten to... Whoa.
being a man and then a woman in order to have sex. Christine called Gwen a traitor for working with the enemy, since Gwen apparently was Fiend.
That's true. That is true. Everyone make sure you're drinking water. Make sure that you're drinking water and make sure that it's not from the tap. If you live anywhere near the East Coast, do not drink tap water. I tried to stick it out and drink it. I started to grow a third leg. Not like that, you freaks. And it's not good. It's not good for you. That's real life rads. And I have no rad away.
Student. Gwen said that she would abandon Fiend if Chris gave her $500. Christine stated that she no longer had that kind of money. Boyd as...
If you ever try to ransom something to me for $500, just take it, bro. Just take it. You're not getting that. You're not getting $250. Okay. Depending on the day, you ain't getting 100. All right. You'll be lucky if I even had $20 in my pocket. All right. Right now, I have my... Wait, where's my phone? I can do real life math on this. I have exactly $1.29. Not $1.29, $1.29. So unless you're prepared to get a pack of Trident gum from the store, you're not getting anything from me.
Gwen instead demanded that Chris sit outside to ponder about her abhorrent toxicity for a week, without food or toilet breaks. If she didn't comply, Gwen would blow up Quickville's dimension with a nuclear bomb. Chris wrote that she would commit suicide if the dimension ceased to exist. Wise as Fiend then claimed to bring over Chris's wife, Crizzle, who was furious at her for threatening suicide, something a real Sonichu would never do. Fiend then returned and claimed to have stopped the moon chunk from falling to Earth, and together with Gwen asked Chris to film a video apologizing to Gwen, which she delivered to them about 7 minutes later.
You have 3K? See, if you're gonna try to ransom something to anybody, do it to them. Ransom something to them. That's 3K right there. I don't have anything. There's nothing that I even own that could ever be worth 3K. I got 2 boxes of Pop-Tarts and Dorito in my room right now. Yo, Pop-Tarts are literally like the lifeblood of morning pastries. I just started eating breakfast recently. Okay, I'm trying to get like into eating more nutritious meals and not eating like chicken nuggets and french fries every day. So I had like a breakfast burrito, right? And when I tell you I had so much energy, I woke up like maybe like 6, and you know I had breakfast maybe like 2 hours after that, and I felt great. I had so much energy. I was bouncing off the walls, having a great time. Got ready for stream, sat here, did some brawl games. You know, it was a great time. But yeah, eating. They weren't joking when they said breakfast is is an important meal of the day. You gotta eat breakfast. You know, eat something. Eat anything.
Gwen?
Well, this is getting
I'm
copyright
sorry
struck.
for everything. I messed up. I'm a fuck up. You got me as a pedophile. One vagina. I lied about too many things in my life. Is that? I'm not a bad person. Gwen, I'm sorry for everything.
Oh my god, what was that noise? Wait. We need to hear that again.
For everything.
Is how you cry? Jesus Christ.
Gwen, I'm really sorry for everything.
Since the idea guys were not satisfied.
Imagine if I cried like that. Imagine like real life, right? I think I cried on this channel one time. And that's when I did that live stream reacting to that guy getting stuck in the cave. Imagine if I cried like that. Imagine I was like, it just sucks that he like, that's just how he went out, man. That's just how he did. That's just how he just, you know. Imagine if I ever cry like that, y'all, boo me off the internet. Remove me from the internet. I do not belong on this platform. Okay? I promise you my skin is not thick enough to handle the comments I would get after that. I'm not. I'm just not tough enough.
Satisfied with her offering, Christine offered something else. She showed them a picture of a large
I bet
spiky
even his heart and brain rejects me into his body. For breakfast, I have regular breakfast stuff: bacon, sausage, eggs, so sometimes pancakes. See, I have I have an ideal imagination on eating like a continental breakfast in the morning, but then I actually had to put in the practice of eating one. You know, here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My nose is running like crazy, and I have no tissue nearby. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull Hassan Piker. Look at the chair. The chair is gonna watch the video for me while I'm gone. Okay, chair. How was the video? Are we done yet? Is that all of it? You know, one of these days I'm thinking about getting like Day or Jersey in here to watch like watch a part of Christian with me. And I'm thinking that I'm going to I didn't switch the cams. You're so right. Oh my god. Oh my god, years of doing this, I'm still making the same mistake. It's something about when I'm on a live stream, my brain just doesn't process to switch my cams back. But I'm thinking about getting someone in here, and then we'll have them wear the pickle suit. That way we have one person wearing the Christian shirt, one person wearing the pickle suit. And then we'll have the perfect trinity. Well, that's not trinity, that's three. We have the perfect duality. Dwinity? It doesn't matter, y'all.
Sonichu penis she had drawn on the wall. Gwen
God, I
asked
can't
her
believe I
to
didn't
show
switch
it
games.
to her mother.
I'm so
A few
embarrassed.
minutes later, Chris reported that she showed
I'm a butt. What? What?
the Sonichu penis to Barbara, who was shocked and offended by it. She started to cry and then ran back upstairs. Chris then called herself a butt-fucking champ. After some extensive disputes concerning the marital position of Quickville, Christine asked
You made your
to-
mom. Wait. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what's happening. Did Chris make their mother cry by showing them a Sonichu penis? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Let me
In
rehear it.
extensive disputes concerning the marital position of a butt-fucking, she started to cry. Penis to Barbara. A few minutes later, Chris reported that she showed the Sonichu penis to Barbara, who was shocked and offended by it. She started to cry and then ran back upstairs.
You made your mother cry with a. First off, make your mother cry, like, it's crazy enough in my mind. But whoa, with a. I can't even process how I would even react to that if I was in Barbara's situation. Because there's one thing to be like, okay, my child is trans, that's fine. You know, my child is sexually active in that way, and that's okay too. But like, I wouldn't want any of my children, trans or not, to show me that. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want anyone to show me that. I don't want anyone besides like my partner to show me something like that. I don't want to see that. That's crazy. Wait, what did I say? What did I do?
Chris then called herself a butt-fucking
The
champ.
bird's back.
After some extensive disputes concerning the marital position
The bird
of
also calls
Quickville,
me fat, if you
Christine
guys were wondering.
asked to appoint a few consultants and advisors, including the Sonichu form of her late father, Robert Chu, and Anna McLaren, Chris's longtime friendly acquaintance. Her request to have Anna participate was rejected. However, it is likely that Chris indeed contacted Anna and told her about her current complicated situation. Anna may have gathered that Christine was under the manipulative influence of trolls and reported this information to Joshua Moon, or Null, the administrator of the QB Farms, in addition to other significant members. She, however, delayed calling the police about the matter since she was studying for college final exams and ultimately did not do anything more to help Chris. On April 9th, Chris posted
Starting to feel like a First 48 episode. It's starting to feel like one of them like John Ewu videos. I feel like I'm about to see like an interrogation room in a
YouTube
second.
video featuring Barbara.
Please buy our comic books. We need the money for a mortgage.
You gave the
appreciate-
bird. That bird been here since before winter. In my mind, right? My headcanon, this bird was here in like September. Was here for a few months, went south for the winter, motherfucker came back, banged on my window. I knew spring was back when I heard him knock on the window. I knew it. He was here when it was still snowing. I don't know how he survived it. I don't understand this bird, guys. I don't know how he made it through the winter. Purely off of banging on my window. I'm sure he has like birds or worms to go get. This must be the early bird that we're talking about. He has too much time on his hands. He's literally here at like the butt crack of dawn. Like I remember there was one morning I heard him knock on my window at like 5 a.m. And he was just like, the blinds were down. He couldn't see into the room. He was just banging on it. Just like tap, 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 tap. And he doesn't even do it today's room. His window is literally right next to mine. Like I could lean out my window and see it. I'm not gonna do that because the bird's gonna probably get me. But if I did, I assume he would have tried it on his window too. How do you feel? Wait. What I do is I peel off the skin and dip it in sauce. You guys, yo, I said this earlier, but you know, if this bird keep this up, if we get to like a year 3 and this bird still got it going on, I got an air fryer right here. You know, like one quick grab and like probably like 360 for like maybe like 8 minutes. Maybe open it, shake it up a little bit, put it back. That might be fire. That might be good.
Your help. Thank you.
Way to train like Batman. Yeah, the bird was away training with a bunch of assassins. He's like, oh, I'm gonna hit that window so goddamn hard. Not enough to break it, just enough to tap it.
Next day, Chris tweeted that she realized with the help of her sweethearts that she was bisexual, so put up her large lesbian pride flag for sale on eBay because she felt she needed to buy a bisexual flag to match her new identity. It was quickly sold for $100.
I mean, I get that. You know, if I stop liking One Piece, I'll probably take down this One Piece flag and get like the next anime. I get like another anime flag. I vibe with it. You know, this One Piece flag is my sexuality flag. I'm a straw hat. That's my sexuality.
She later on changed her Facebook profile gender
You're gonna
to
invite him in
bisexual
for some
trans
bagel
woman.
bites. I want to. I thought about like, you know, maybe if I like befriend the bird, we can be like a little Pokemon team. Just watch. One day, I'm just gonna turn on this camera. There's gonna be a bird sitting on my shoulder, and he's gonna be like a little Pokemon. It'll be so sick. I always wanted a bird, but I never got one because I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for all that. I'm not ready for the responsibility, guys.
The following day, she apologized on her Patreon page to her supporters for failing to deliver any new Sonichu pages for over 2 months because she was busy catching up with the happenings in Quickville, but promised to return to completing Sonichu issue 12-9 soon. Chris elaborated on the conversation via a YouTube video uploaded the same day.
A lot of energy
Hey
in that.
everybody, Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again in response to the post I just made on my Patreon to give y'all a little bit of an update. Just That's definitely true. I have been catching up on a whole bunch of Quickville events. But anyway, to pretty much summarize it up, definitely in a bit of a quote, pretty much how I'm feeling everything.
You know what? Next live stream, I'm gonna bring either Jersey or Day in here for the live stream, and I'm not gonna really give them much information about it. I'm just gonna let them watch it and then let them react to it as like a first time, like in the late game Christian first time real reaction. I think that's what I'll do next stream.
All right. Shut up. I hear you. I'm coming down. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
As she continues
Not what
to
I
give
thought
idea
you were gonna
guys
be talking
more
about.
gifts and money,
That's
while
not
also
what I
falling
thought
back
the
on mortgage
hype was
payments,
for.
Christine listed more and more of her personal items for sale. This included her custom-painted Wiimote controller for the Nintendo Wii game console for $150. On April 13th, she posted her Bible on eBay for $200, but soon removed it since she did not find a spare that she could keep for herself. Later that day,
I was about to say, like, selling your Bible, that has to muddy the water on like the religious aspect, right? I'm not a religious guy, so I don't know much about like religion. I wish Devon was here, because Devon was here, he probably actually could have given me like a solid breakdown on this. But like, is that like, does God look at that like, damn, you kind of just sold your Bible for money? Like, is that like, isn't that playing to like greed or something? Like, I feel like selling your Bible for just to gain money is kind of like a questionable. His name is not Chris Chone. Hey, don't make fun of my Delawarean accent.
she listed 2 vintage Transformers toys that were personally signed by her. After several fans complained that signing her name devalued the products, she removed her signatures. Chris promoted her
So
eBay
shut up and
items
buy
in
my
a short
toys.
YouTube video.
Hello, everybody. This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. Please, please, please buy the things I'm listing on eBay right now. My mother and I really need the money. Please help us immediately. Thank you.
On April 14th, she listed her Manchester High School amethyst graduation ring for sale, first for $1,000, then for $10,000.
I need to see some 5,000. Okay. I need to see how much amethyst costs.
Soon after, she changed the price again to $5,000. The next day, Christine posted a YouTube video titled "Dick Licker, That Is I."
We're gonna tackle that when we come back from this. we're gonna put that on pause and come back to that later. So it looks like they're like around, like the most expensive one I'm seeing is like 1,000. But I'm seeing some that are like on sale for 90, but it's originally 200 from Kohl's. Macy's selling one that used to be 600 for 250. A wise man once told me, if it's on sale, there's a reason, you know. So I don't know how much amethyst really sells for. I don't know, like this one's 1,000, like 1.2K, but it's like it's also a gold ring, and like the amethyst is kind of there. So it's like, is that really the one that's making it so expensive? I don't know. Let's get to
In which
this.
she fervently licks the drawing of Magi-chan's penis on her wall.
Oh wow. Tongue sound like sandpaper.
On that same day, someone who called themselves Shadow Resident, who claimed to have known Chris during their time at Piedmont, Virginia Community College, began uploading several YouTube videos demanding that Christine apologize for allegedly mentally scarring him at PVCC on Monday, April 15th.
Motherfucker, Chris owes me an apology for mentally scarring me now. I just got mentally scarred again.
2002. His videos are no longer available, but they featured minimal imagery and him whispering his message to Chris. In the comments section, he wrote that he was not able to send these demands earlier because he was in a mental ward for 10 years because of Chris's scarring. According to a comment he left on the Dick Licker, That Is I video, Shadow Resident implied that the aforementioned video was made on his request.
Now, though Chris is not smart, right? What was said that possibly could have made this the misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask for like an apology, how did you word it? How did you word it for Chris to get to this? I don't want to imagine Chris just fully just read like, I want an apology. Like, you want me just to suck a drawing of a penis? It's like, it has to be a build up. There has to be like a jump off point. This can't just be just like point A to B.
Chris, however, rejected his claim and confessed to making the video on her own volition.
Okay,
The following
that makes more
day,
sense. That's
Christine wrote on
not
Twitter
better, but
that she
makes sense.
apparently remembered the identity of the so-called Ween who was addressing her online, and announced a forthcoming apology on YouTube, asking others not to reveal his personal information or dox him. She shortly delivered the apology video.
And today I am here to talk about this person who has come to my attention this.
Would you say Chris is basically a real life Peter Griffin? Now that is a disservice to Peter Griffin to the highest level, right? Peter Griffin has a wife, has 3 kids, has a job, has their own house, has their own car, you know, has friends. You know, the only thing they really got in common is that they're very delusional to a dangerous, to a level that endangers everyone around them. A wise man once told me to shut up. A wise man also told me that, and I was smart enough to listen. It was pronounced Chan. Chan is Japanese word, and that's how the A is pronounced. So you're saying I'm right? I mean, of course I'm right. I'm always right.
It's what you call a ween. I'm here to verify personally that there was actually.
Peter Griffin has a lot of whimsy. That is true. Peter Griffin is a very whimsical person. There's almost zero whimsy in Chris. Maybe 10% whimsy. Not enough to claim it, though. Not enough.
Actual history with this individual. This guy is legitimate, not fake. But I will refer to him by his online alias. But anyway, it took me a whole lot of research and recollecting. But anyway, I had typed up everything I have about what I remembered. So yeah, this guy was at Piedmont, Virginia Community College. Mr. Shadow Resident.
The bird's back.
I had taken his class in the spring semester of 2001. We were reading a bunch of short stories and critiquing them. I was very misunderstood on how to critique them, and I wrote off tangent in my assignments and in responses.
Okay, so I don't know too much about South Park. So
Mr. Resident.
I don't know too much about South Park, but from what I can gather, this is very much like a 1-for-1 to Eric Cartman. That's just what I can tell from like seeing the clips of the game and like few episode shorts. But it seems pretty accurate. Maybe like earlier Chris when they were a lot more let's say insensitive to different groups of people. I'll put it that way. And you know, maybe that was the closest. Maybe we're weaning away from Eric Cartman now though.
Only for a settlement to happen later where I met with him in his office to complete to finish the assignments with a better understanding on what the
Stop it,
resource
Mr.
was.
Bird. I'm not even eating anything.
Anyway, so I had to retake the course the following fall semester, but with a different professor. And I remember giving Mr. Resident kind of a mental word association relation to Dr. Robotnik, because his personality type was similar to that of him, and he kind of looked like him as well. So I'll tell y'all the short story about.
Is this what it's like when I start yapping on a random story, y'all? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was this bad.
2001, I entered the classroom like any other day, feeling neutral and well. Then Mr. Resident tells me to leave the classroom. I was not welcome into his class. I picked up my book bag and left. The door closed behind me, and I was very upset, and I did not know what to do with myself for the next hour or so. I went up the hallway to the part PBCC by the
Yeah,
auditorium
no,
where they...
I'm not joking. The banging is really the bird. Like, I don't want you guys thinking like I'm doing a bit or like I'm doing like a little joke. This is really like a bird. Like, there's a bird that flies up to my window. And when I used to have like the AC in my window, I used to stand on the AC and like bang from the top of the window. But since I got rid of it, it's now sitting at like the bottom of the window banging on it. Like, if the bird comes back, I'll try to rotate the camera without like disconnecting anything. But there's like a little brown bird that jumps somewhere, which is crazy because I have a window right there, like next, like on the other side of my bed, and there's like a little tree in front of it, and there's a bunch of like blue jays and stuff that sit on that tree. None of them mess with the window, and mind you, it's only one bird. It's not like a flock of birds come by and sit there and like bang on the window. It's like, I truly believe it is one bird. It's one singular bird that's been doing it. And I have a video like when it did it last year, when it came up to my window for the first time, but it's really just like banging on it. It's removed the window. Yeah, I'm just gonna put like a brick wall right there. I'm just gonna like, I have a completely dry wall, and then I'm gonna put like bricks on that window.
Had all the long tables unfolded, and I cried and I cried and I cried with my arms folded and my head laying on my arms. And
Robotnik would despise Chris. I think Robotnik would try to send Chris to space. Send Chris to the moon.
Anyway, I eventually, much later, pulled out a piece of paper. Then I wrote what I did on there. I returned to the now empty classroom shortly after the class had finished, and I left a note with his name on it on the desk. And I had written something like, "You made me cry. I will never forgive you."
I won't forget this.
Yeah, this, Mr. Resident, upon all the retrospect, I do owe you the apology, and I do humbly apologize for having written that note to you and causing you to fall mentally ill and go into all that you had gone through. But at least you ended up returning to PBCC later, as far as your record could tell. There you go, sir. That's, there's your apology. I hope that was satisfactory enough for you.
Satisfactory?
And,
I heard that
I
good.
hope you have a good day and good rest of your life. And that you are never trolled by anyone or doxed. So we'll just leave it at that.
Whether Shadow Resident was actually the teacher from Chris's past is not fully known. Members of the QB Farms leaked what they thought were the personal details of the person behind the Shadow Resident's persona, but their veracity is unconfirmed. It was also at around this time that Chris began forming a friendship with several Twitter users who frequently replied to her, including Tings, Little Amy Chan, and Desiree Delightful. They portrayed themselves as genuine devoted fans of Chris and fashioned themselves as her protectors against trolls, calling themselves the Quick Protect Squad. To increase their mutual trust for each other, they made numerous Sonichu and Chris Chan related drawings.
Well, that is a photo. Let me get a screenshot of that real quick, y'all. Let me just grab that. We might be needing that one later.
For Chris.
Let's get one a little bit with the top of that there. Boom. Thumbnail worthy.
On April
Love
16th,
that.
Chris uploaded a video of
That
herself
face is, I mean, the art's good. Don't get me wrong. The art's good. It's just like the face. I mean, it might just be like the cheeks. Maybe the cheeks. Maybe that's what's kind of like. It reminds me of that face from Adventure Time where the cow lady took the bag off her udders. And it was like, that guy was like, it's like, hey, put that bag back on. That's how I feel about that face.
with dumbbells because the character
You know, I do the same thing, and it's hard because like I know I gotta like kind of pay attention and also have to kind of like not just steal the shit out of this video. So it's like when I be watching, I'm like, oh my god, Chris is still talking about a bunch of nutting, like a bunch of, well, not nutting. Sorry, that was a different episode. A bunch of nothing, and it's hard to just sit there and just take the run of it.
the idea guys were portraying told her that she had to keep in good shape while in Quickville.
I was doing a little workout. I do my warm-ups and workout every day between, like, you know, push-ups and jumping jacks and the other stretches that I like doing. But anyway, one thing that I really like doing, which I'm gonna show y'all in this
Please,
very
Chris.
video.
Please.
Which I get
Not
all
again. Take it off your wall, please.
Hair all back and my sweatband on.
Maybe speed up the vid.
Cap
Oh
on.
my. If I speed up this vid, I promise you, I will not take in any information. If I speed this video up by like 1%, my brain is just gonna fry. I'm barely holding on now, and the only thing that's keeping me like locked in is that I'm looking around the room. I'm like looking at different stuff. But if I speed it up and I can't like understand, my ADHD is gonna fry me. I'm gonna be cooked alive.
Now lift these bad boys up.
How much are these? Like 20?
Rated weight 20 pounds.
You know?
Both of these are
I'm
20
a little bit of a
pounds.
gym rat.
I like doing
I did
100
5
reps
push-ups
every
today,
day.
guys.
Y'all gonna watch me do
I might
100
throw a car
reps
later.
Today. I do 100 reps daily. Most daily, okay? Anyway, count with me. 2, 2, 3, 3.
I mean, the form's kind
Here
of
we are.
crazy, but it doesn't really make me...
50.
I mean, I don't believe you do this every day. If you do 100 every day, I imagine after like the second week, 50 should be like a... I wouldn't say light work, but it should definitely have a better form throughout the whole thing. By the way, if you guys want a gym coach, click the link down below. I'm starting a course. It's gonna be $5,000, by the way, but you'll get your money's worth. And yeah, sign up. Use code Shogun, and you get 2% off on your first purchase.
And 50 makes 100.
That's what you meant.
Yeehaw!
I think you meant you do 50.
All right,
I don't think you count both
Get
arms
yourselves
as like
working out with
an
me.
individual.
do 100 reps a day. But make sure
At
you
least I
warm
don't.
up.
Warm up now? What?
I also do my leg ups. Do 30 of those a day. Okay? So anyway, y'all can enjoy that.
I'm not.
Have a good day.
I'm not enjoying that. That
Later
wasn't
that
joyful
day,
for me.
Christine uploaded a 4-second long video fulfilling a paid request, which featured her mother, Barbara, stiffly dancing the twist. Viewers noted the
kinda
visible
adorable.
dog feces atop of newspapers on the floor.
Oh wow,
in the
I did not.
background.
That's not adorable. Didn't see that.
The next day, Chris pleaded for her followers to provide her with more money. We are making the mortgage and food by the skin of our teeth here. Seriously, I would not be able to afford even the ticket to BronyCon at this point without making all these sales.
What would Shogun Chu look like as a what's that? What's a punchy? Shogun Chu, I still have the Shogun Chu picture somewhere. I seen it like a month ago. And I was going to like bring it somewhere where like I can like have it on standby. I don't know why I'm typing Shogun Chu like it's a known thing. Like I'm typing in like it's gonna pop up a picture. Do you mean plushie? His legs are screaming every time he stands. Yeah. Okay, first off, what 30 leg raises? Well, that's not like, what would you even call that? Like leg ups? Knuckles ripoff Chris Chan made. Yeah, like 50 reps with dumbbells and then 20 leg raises. And if we're going by the logic like that's just 10 each leg, that's not enough. I feel like you do more leg raises than you do arm raises. I feel like your legs are like just genuinely stronger than your arms. I mean, for most people, like most people that like walk around and do stuff where they have to stand a lot, I feel like your legs are going to be much more stronger than your upper body. But I don't know. Maybe Chris got like that. Whoa, let me not downscale. We know the feats. We've seen the Kamehameha. You know, you gotta really be planted to be able to summon something like that. So maybe Chris just built
Oh,
different.
please
Maybe
help me
I'm
so I
lacking.
can meet you this year. Please, buy now to help me get to BronyCon 2018. Money is tight here. If I
You know
don't...
what? Let's see when the next BronyCon is. BronyCon was the I don't want to know what it is. I want to know when is it. 2026. Moscow and Denmark. That sounds like the places they would be. I believe they would be there. Are there any of them in New York? If there's a BronyCon nearby, guys, I'll consider going for the lulz. I'm not doing any more research in this. I feel dirty typing it in on the search bar.
Make the money.
Would you want Sonic Adventure 3 or Heroes 2? See, I didn't grow up playing Sonic. I was a Mario kid. I'm just now kind of playing more Sonic games. I bought Sonic Adventure. I bought Sonic Mania or Origin. I don't remember which one. I think it was Mania. I bought it on the PS5 and I've been playing it every now and then for like the course of a year. I think I would rather have a Sonic Adventure 3. I don't think I played Heroes. But it sounds familiar. I mean, I heard people talk about it. I played the only Sonic game I played growing up was Sonic Unleashed. Oh, this is rough. It's time to become Sonic Unleashed. And I think I played Sonic 1 on my Chromebook because that was the only game I could download from that Google Play Store for free. So those are my two, those are the two ends of my spectrum when it comes to my childhood experience with Sonic.
I can't go at all. She expanded on her conundrum in a
I did
YouTube
watch the
video
Sonic cartoon
posted
though. I
shortly
watched that like a few
afterwards.
years ago.
Look, everyone, I know you want me to show myself in a video doing what I'm doing for my mom with using the money to help pay her back. But rest assured,
I want to play more Sonic games, but the thing is that like I just don't. I like the idea of playing Sonic because like the whole fast like quick reaction jump speedrun type of thing, but it's like half the time when I'm playing it, it's like I'm running and then all of a sudden there's a spike in front of me. I'm like, shit, my rings, they're all gone. I did play Sonic 1 to the point where I played through it the first time and I went back and I played through to get all the emeralds to get the Super Sonic ending, and then I played Sonic 2. I think I played half of Sonic 2. I think is Sonic 2 the one where Metal Sonic shows up? Whatever one that is, that's the last one I played because I remember I did the level where you race Metal Sonic and he dusted me like crazy. Like he should not be faster than me. How dare he? Goddamn clanker, dude. Whoa, sorry guys.
for the money that I would be getting.
If you do go to a BronyCon, don't shake hands with people. I would be so afraid. The thing is, like, I'm someone that's like, I'm unconditionally like nice to people when I see them. I don't know if I call that a flaw, but I try to give people the benefit of the doubt when I first meet them. So if I go to a BronyCon and someone's like, hey man, what's up? I would probably shake their hand because like I'm not gonna just not shake their hand. That just feels rude. But I will feel a type of way about it after I do it. I'll be like, I did that and I can't take it back. It's been done. I'd probably go wearing this exact same. If I do go to a BronyCon, I'll go wearing this shirt and like I'll find like Pikachu. You know what? I have a Pikachu onesie. I'll wear that and this shirt. That's what I'd wear. And real ones would know. Sonic CD. I think it was Sonic CD that I played. I think that was it. You have to force yourself. We have enough hate of the games. Either a fan of Aria people. I heard that Sonic fans are eating terribly every year. I heard Sonic. What was that one where it was open world? Sonic Frontier. I heard that one was like kind of mid. I heard that it was kind of empty. I haven't played it for myself. That was the one Sonic game I did want to get into, but when it came out, I just didn't get it for some reason. I think just because I wasn't about to drop like 60 for a Sonic game, and I wasn't like fully into it. It's worth it to have new fans. You can't change people who grew up older mascots. Yeah, that's how I feel about like Mario, because Mario Odyssey was like the last game that I played that was like a Mario game that I went on my way to like completely play. Before that, I think I only played Mario 3D World, and that was the one game that I was like, oh yeah, this is a fun Mario game. But I wouldn't even say like I'm a huge Mario fan. I'm just like someone who played Mario like passively growing up. I played Super Mario on the Wii, and then like I played like maybe like one or two Mario games after that, but I didn't really get like into nitty gritty of Mario. I want to get that Crossworlds Racing. Is that? Wait, let me look that up. I think I need to do. One day I need to do a stream where we just sit here and we just yap. I think, I know someone's gonna be watching the stream like, oh my god, why is he talking about Mario and Sonic? I typed in crosswords Oh, it's a Sonic game. Yo, one of my friends has been like, I didn't even know one of my friends was like a big Sonic fan, but he loves this game. Like, he plays this game religious. Oh, they got Ichiban? Miku? They got Joker? What? Wait. Maybe I've really been sleeping. They got Miku, Joker, and Ichiban. Now, Ichiban was like okay, crazy. Joker, alright, I get it. Persona's pretty popular. But Miku? I didn't know Miku got down like that. I didn't know we got Well, Miku was in Fortnite, so I guess she can go anywhere. She can do whatever she want now.
It's going towards helping my mother. All right? And it's also going towards helping me as well, because it's not just her that has the problems here. I have the problems too. So just...
Yeah, I don't think there's many games that like I hate. I think most of the time it's just games that I'm just like bored by. Like, it's not even that. I think like there's most of the time it's just games that I don't really have any pull to. Like that, like if we're talking about like a game that's like a franchise, the last game that's like a franchise game that I was really like hyped for was probably Spider-Man 2. At least I'm not thinking about anything on top of my head that was like a franchise game I was super hyped for. I guess I'm more excited to see like newer games being made. Like, I love the Wukong game. Oh my gosh, I played that Wukong game like 6 times back to back. I loved it. But I've been getting more into Baldur's Gate. I just did a run where I did like an Avatar run where I played Aang, or like Way of the Four Elements monk. That's been pretty fun. I haven't finished it. I just got to Act 3 and I think I'm like halfway through the act, so I might play some of that at some point. See, they put Steve in that. Yo, Steve from Minecraft game put in Smash and Crossworlds. Minecraft fans are eating good. Minecraft is one of those games where it's like I can always come back to Minecraft. I love that from Minecraft.
Just please buy the Transformer.
Angry Birds are coming to the game. Oh my! We haven't got Angry Birds. Like, we need like Angry Birds need to come to Steam. I need to be able to play Angry Birds on my computer. I know it came to console a long time ago, but I need some way to play it on desktop.
Toys from me. Buy everything from me that I put on eBay. Please, 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 please.
Wow. You got it all out your system, bud?
Later on, Christine wrote a string of tweets, likely being coerced by the idea guys. Everyone, I do still need the money here to make ends meet for the household. Seriously, I was using BronyCon as a sales pitch excuse to try to sell the toys. I owe a lot towards making amends for my past. You would not believe me if I told you how.
You don't get it, guys. I told you I wanted to go to this place I wanted to go to as just a way for you guys to want to do it. Not because I wanted to go. I was really going to use this for this responsible thing. I just told you guys that because I know you guys would buy it if I told you I wanted to go to BronyCon. It's not like Mrs. Yo, do not slander Mrs. Piggy like that. The OG crush, my one celebrity crush is Miss Piggy. That is I'm cashing it in, my single celebrity. If I had a chance to meet Miss Piggy, I'm starting to see what my friends are talking about when they say I'm very clippable out of context. I'm starting to see it now. TMNT and Avatar also coming. Mega Man next week. What? Wait. I might have to actually get into Crossworlds. Crossworlds stream when? Crossworlds stream soon? Question mark.
But suffice to say, I had done a lot more things in my lifetime from within my subconscious that ended up doing things worse in this world, and even in Quickfill. I am a major sexual deviant, and my fetishes have made a lot of individuals turn against me. I have a long list of fetishes. I'm a furry. I like the MLP ponies and equestria girls and guys. I like all kinds of individuals. I like big breasts. I even like those as young as 16 years of age. I'm a porn addict.
This, like, okay, if this is real, like, even if they were conversed, that 16-year-old part is, whoa. Like, if it's not true, why even add that? Like, this has to be, like, gun to your head type of energy. Can I admit something? Go for it. This is a safe space. Unless you're about to say something really crazy. Unless you're about to say something, like, concerningly crazy.
I'm even into scat and pee. I still have remaining, lingering jealousies of men, enough to subconsciously want to kill. I also do like Cybertronians, Autobots, and Decepticons alike. It is super bad that I may as well voluntarily register myself as a sex offender, and all this among others have affected my relations with everyone, every pony, and every bot. My years of repressed sexual urges have made my Sonichus and Roachus essentially go hog wild all over the places, even to go around terrorizing everyone to get me some vagina. I also have a fetish
Get
for
me
old
some
people too.
Okay. I'm about to blow my own spot, but old people, like, just because the rapper's wrinkly doesn't mean the candy ain't sweet. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, old people need love too, yo. Someone gotta love old people. Hide your grandmamas. Chris could be into children he's always back then tried to get without 18 to his current age back then. I think once you get to I don't know, even at my age, dating 18 feels odd. Like 18 feels weird for me. 19 feels a bit questionable. Like, I don't know. I feel like once you get past like 22 for real, I feel like you're kind of just like, you should just stay between 20 and up. Right? I feel like 20 and up is where you should kind of be. I always looked at it like 18, you're legally an adult, but I feel like you're not really like fully mentally an adult until you're getting into your 20s, right? Obviously, like, what is it, like when you're 25, you're fully developed mentally. I feel like you're kind of in that space where you're preparing yourself to get to that point when you're in your 20s. So I feel like once you hit like 25, you should kind of still bounce between like 24 and up. I don't know. I don't, and who knows? Maybe once I get older, I might change my mind. Like, you know, maybe you gotta stay within like your age and up. Who knows? Ask me in like a few years. Even after watching Two Babies One Fox video, I actually do ship Tails and Cream. Let me remember what character's Cream, because if Cream's the one I'm thinking about. Okay, yeah, the rabbit. Okay. I mean, how old is Cream? 6 years old? Wait. Let me see how old Mr. Miles D. Prowler. Okay, Tails is 8 years old? Okay, well, I mean, I don't know too much about these characters, like, personality-wise, how they interact with each other, but I guess these are, like, the two most likely, I assume. Like, Tails and Rogue ain't the most popular ship. I love my grandma, but I don't love old people, like how Chris was manipulated to say. See, I love my grandmother, not in the way that Chris is talking about, but I think some old women are very, very beautiful, very attractive. Yeah, so if you guys know any grandmothers, single, widowed even, looking for a young Christian locale watcher, put them on. I'm joking.
Even my own mother, and I have a fetish for myself, where when I have the chance, I would...
Tyreme? That sounds like someone's actual name. I feel like I messed with the name Tyreme before. What's the other way? Kales? Kales, it could be cool. Krails? Kraily? Free? I don't know. I'm not
have
good at
sex
this
with
stuff.
my Quickville
This ain't my
counterpart, and even my Equestria counterpart, Nightstar. Her sweetie, Cunty Nugget, was so handsome.
Okay, have a good
He made
day.
me realize I was bisexual. He was like, wow. And now, thanks to my subconscious lingering jealousy, Cunty Nugget is dead now.
Wow.
My damned subconscious killed my Nightstar's lover. So much damage to a lot in this world, and even there in Quickville's dimension. That's what's been driving me crazy these past months. I was worrying over my nation and my species of Sonichus and Roachus, and there is a lot to make amends, as well as reforming and redeeming myself.
That's why we get too obsessed with your OC. This is what this story has taught me. Being obsessed with your OC will get you to this point. Like, this is like, I can imagine D&D players getting to this point if they only had ever played one campaign. I can imagine, like, a D&D player plays one campaign for a few years, and they might end up like this. I can see it.
I must reform and redeem myself for the benefit of everyone. I had repressed myself for too many years, and the worst of that has cost a lot against me with everyone, and to you all and all of them. I have been very remorseful and sorry for everything. I wish to be reformed, redeemed, and forgiven by everyone. Not long after, Chris returned to Twitter to inform everyone that her account had allegedly been hacked and that her previous tweets were not her
I'm not gonna
words.
lie, I believe it.
Later again, Chris wrote that she was having an existential crisis and asked for help.
No comments. Damn. But there was a retweet, so maybe they quoted it. Maybe they like responded. But 3 likes is
From
crazy.
the events of these past few days, it became all the more clear that Christine was still under the control of bad actors. No one knew for the time being their true identities, the extent of their torment, or even the lengths they would soon go to use Chris's loosening grip on reality for their own amusement.
Another certified banger. Good stuff, Jino. Or, you know, I guess we gotta start calling you Christian. Unfortunately, we have to start calling you Christian. Or we can call Jeno Comp from now on. We're even close to when he called himself a goddess. Relevant because Chris is going to be mad because there is an official blue heart, but not what he thinks she be. Well, we'll get there. Okay, so I do have to say this, and I'm sorry to say this, guys, but unfortunately, since 40 minutes, the 40-minute mark of the video, I had to take the meanest, the most diabolical shit. And I don't know how long I'll be going. So I'm gonna call it here. I normally watch one part. So what I'm gonna do is that tomorrow, at this same time at 12 EST, I'm gonna be back to watch the finishing 2 parts and finish it out. So I'm gonna head out. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate everyone for being here. I appreciate everyone that's gonna watch the stream after it goes up. This was a pretty fun stream. We got a lot of good yap, even if it wasn't solely about Christian. I love being able to yap with you guys. So hopefully I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.